Be 2 weeks ready. Preparing to prepare, Activity 3. Follow along on Toolkit, page 42.
Activity 3. Words to your future self. Goal. Write your future self some advice and say, "You can do this." Any disaster can be scary and difficult. You're taking great steps forward, so take a few moments to write your future self some advice and encouragement using the following prompts to help. Here are some ideas listed by days. Day 1. It's the first day of a disaster. The great news is you're 2 weeks ready. So write your future self a quick note to put in your Go kit, so it's there as a bit of encouragement when things get tough. What might you need to read as the shaking stops and the power is out? How can you help calm yourself and others as you settle in for some time without utilities and power? Share a great insight you've had while working through these activities. Or write down some funny jokes to bring a smile to your face or someone else's. Write yourself a thank you note for being 2 weeks ready, and remind yourself you're more prepared than you think. Day 3. It's been 72 hours since the shaking stopped and the power went out, and you're doing well. You've checked in with loved ones, friends, and neighbors. Most of your support network is 2 weeks ready, which is great news because you're able to take care of most of your needs. First, congratulate yourself and your household for putting in the hard work it took to get ready. Now remind your future self that you're doing the absolute best you can with this difficult process. Then ask yourself some important questions. How are you feeling? This is new. Give yourself some understanding and be kind. Are there any things you can improve or change given what's available to you? How can you offer self-care and show support to others? Who can you ask for support? Write how you'd answer those questions, or just write the questions themselves to remind yourself of what you can and can't do. It's going to be okay. Day 7. You're now 1 week in. Acknowledge that this is tough, tiring, and getting very boring. There's no TV, the cooking is getting difficult, and everyone is getting impatient. Take a step back and recognize that you and your support network have hit a massive milestone. You've survived 7 days post-disaster. Say thank you to yourself and others and dig into what might come next. You may start to see some additional first responders and community support in your area. How could you help those you care about? List what you might need help with to keep you and your family supported. Have you touched base with those you care about? Have you touched base with yourself? Are you feeling strong? How might you approach the next few days as more support arrives? How do you and your community keep moving forward as you recover from this disaster? Post-disaster. The power is back on. Celebrate! You made it! There's certainly still a lot to do, but your power, heat, and water are working. You've filled your belly, and things are beginning to get back to the way they were. As you wrap up this journaling exercise, ask yourself these questions. What might I do to become more prepared next time? How might I help those I care about to do the same? Now that the worst is over, has my perception of my community and my household changed in any way? If so, why and how?